I need thee. Oh, I need thee. Every hour I need thee. Oh, oh, bless me right now, my wonderful Savior. I come to thee.
What's good? Happy Sunday. We are back, man. Brother Souls and Deacon Classic are back. Want to first, before we get started, shout out to PK Plug. That's what I call, Pastor Kid. PK Plug for stepping in last week with my boy Deacon Classic. They had a great show. Hopefully we can come back and tie that one back in again so we all three can be up here. Look at that, man. I'm telling you, man, God is good. Look at that. Plug, what's good? What's up, PK? 333, man. Joe Jet said 777. What's good? What's good? What's good? You always ready? If you're ready, you come on up now. We'll drop the link for you. We got a good one today too. So if you want to come up, let us know. We'll drop the link for you. But hopefully everybody's having a blessed Sunday. Shout out to Deacon Classic for having the patience, man. I've been tired. I'm glad it's
all good, bro. It's all good.
No, we had to do it for y'all, man. Had to do it for y'all, man. It's a blessed Sunday for sure. As y'all can see by the thumbnail, Matthew 5:5, blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. Me and Deacon Classic got something special for y'all today, man. I think it's gonna all start to make sense. I don't know if it's gonna make sense or confuse them a little bit more. What you think, Deacon?
We gonna see, man. You sent over some interesting work today, man. We gotta let this one unfold. I have no foresight on this one.
Yeah.
So,
what's good, man? They coming in, they filing in, man. What's up, Rain 777? Everybody filing in, man. Everybody is filing in, man. You want to lead it, or you want me to go ahead and do the quick prayer?
You got it today.
Awesome. Everybody just bow your head. God, we just come to you humble and submissive as we know how. Today, we coming to you to seek guidance through your word, but not just guidance, but an understanding of your word. God, today we're just seeking, how do we inherit the kingdom? Is the kingdom there? Letting people know that things are greater on the other side, or is there everything right here in front of them? Those are questions, God, that we're coming to you for answers, but also to the word. God, let this show touch someone. Hopefully someone can pass this information on. And God, at the end of the day, we still honor you. We glorify you. With that being said, God, we just want to come and find answers. In the great name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
So, man, we're going to get right into it today, man. We have, I always like to bring Toby up. Toby's back again for us. He's going to have this great selection passing through. So we're going to play this. It's about 4 minutes, and we're going to get straight into the word today, man. It's going to be a good one, man. Like we said before, Deacon Classic dropped the link, so anybody who wants to come up and join this conversation, you are definitely welcome. Here we go.
This world is not my home. I'm just a passing through. My treasures are laid up somewhere beyond the blue. Black angels beckon me from heaven's open door. I ain't on what you'll learn no more. This for those shot dead in the land of the living. I pray the hood in the sky got streets with gold trimmings, and the linens on your back cover sins that's forgiven. And you see, he who is risen has the skin that's forbidden.
So how life seems black and white till the light adds color.
Yeah, it's color to bounce back down.
So much more than color.
This world is not mine. I'm just a passing. My treasures are laid out somewhere beyond the blue. Black angels beckon me from heaven's open door. I ain't on what y'all don't know more. Throughout my life, I found in crunch time, ain't too many that sit up. Had to pivot, hood look like Quidditch with all them sticks up in the air. So much so I said prayers with blicks tucked. Shooter by my strudel for demons trying to brew. Hiccups, get up, dig up, hiss up Satan's in the synagogue. When a coochie nigga don't get active, that's called menopause. Some say all dogs go to heaven, some say that all men are dogs. I see butter on both sides of bread, cause I know men are flawed. We just conduits, bonded with both our palms against each other, praying time permits us to be corresponding with the one who placed a nigga in Gary that soon would moonwalk, and brought Lazarus back intact when Martha's trap had tomb talk. My flow make goons walk back to they seat and water them, father them, cause it's harder in systems designed to slaughter them. Holy Ghost pardoning niggas whose hearts been hardening, trying to get back to living in life. Shoot out a kite, cause
seems black and white until the lights come to those that down. My soul deep down, knowing you were so
this world is not my home. I'm just a passing. My treasures are laid out somewhere beyond the blue. Black angels beckon me from heaven's open door. I ain't on what y'all know.
Better is a little with the fear of the Lord than great treasure and turmoil with it.
Heaven's open door.
We want to appreciate Toby, man. Toby for the selection, man. Great song. It's called Passing Through. Hopefully everybody enjoyed that selection. Also for those, I just posted the correct link. I didn't know we both were on there. So we make sure y'all go and catch us on the link on the Raw Society Coalition. If you were on one of the other ones, just make sure you go and refresh and come on back. But it looks like everybody is here, Deacon Class. So we should be good. It should be good.
Cool.
So yeah, so we can jump into the first topic, man. Kind of where the title comes from. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. So let's see here.
Which one you want to first?
That first one with the lady speaking.
The Caucasian sister?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
What'd you want to name that?
Oh man. I would just say, I don't know. That's a good one. You want to start it off and just pop it up once we hear?
That's what I took from it.
What's good, Taz? What's good? Yeah, that'll work right there.
That'll work?
Yeah, that'll work. For sure. So here we go, y'all.
The truth.
Earth is hell because that's where people hurt each other. It's not what you think it is. So that's why they don't want to really come here, but they know they have to in order to get it all worked out. So you make your plan, and the guides and the guardians and the elders and the masters are working with you as you're trying to make your plan. And sometimes they will give you 2 or 3 different scenarios you look at. This is the lives you could pick. Which one do you want to do? You want to be a man? You want to be a woman? You want to be an Eskimo? You want to be an Indian? What do you want to do? And you pick your scenario, what you want to be. Sometimes you want to take on too much because they'll say, I want to get it all done at one time. And they say, it's not a very good idea. They can't tell you what to do. They can advise you, but they'll say, it's going to be really hard if you do it like that. You said, I don't care. I want to get it all done. It's like taking college and not leaving any time for extracurriculars. Just study all the time. You can't take it. It's too much. They said it doesn't matter if you get it all done at one time. You can always come back and do the rest. Do as much as you can, as good as you can. That's all you're expected to do. So they'll tell you, all right, if this is your decision, it's not going to be easy. We'll help you, but it's going to be hard. So you make the decision. You write the script. You pick the characters. You make all the agreements with them. I'm going to be your husband, wife, daughter. I'm going to meet you on a street corner sometime, and we'll be friends from then on. You try to write the whole scenario. You come in with your nice little plan, all wrapped up like a Christmas present. The problem is, this is a planet of free will. So everybody else is coming in with their nice little plan. So it's all going to clash. So what they always say about best laid plans, I've had them go through the death experience, and they'll say, what happened? I had it all figured out. Life happened. So it's not perfect. But that's what it's all about. We're learning. We're learning lessons. We're trying to get better at it. We want to get off of the wheel until we can be finished and return to God and never have to come back here again. That's the idea. So we come in with our plan anyway. And to make it even more complicated, you're coming in with your plan, but you can't remember. Not allowed. The rules. Over there, everything is so clear, so plain, makes so much sense. But you come in, the blinders come down. You forget everything. And I asked them, I said, wouldn't it be a lot easier if we knew why we were coming here? We remembered. If we knew our connection with all these other people, wouldn't that make it a whole lot easier? They said, no, it wouldn't be a test if you knew the answers. No, you're going to come in totally blind to everything. And they call it the blinders. And when you die, it's all taken off. And you say, oh, look at this. Then you're back with total knowledge again. But when you come in, it's all shut down. I've had them go through the birth experience, and they're saying, got to remember. Then they're born, and they'll say, I don't remember anymore. One of the reasons why babies, they have to go through the first 2 years of their life learning how to crawl and to walk and to talk, because they're forgetting everything if they remembered anything at all. You've got to learn how to be a human being. It's not easy. During the first 2 years of a baby's life, it's still going back and forth. That's why you sleep so much. The baby sleeps so much. It's still going back to the other side, getting last-minute instructions and last-minute advice from the council. And this is why older people, too, you notice when they're getting older and you think they're going to die, they start sleeping a lot. They're actually going back and forth and getting their instructions, and they know when they're going to go.
People who expose the truth.
Earth.
So, is Earth hell? Are we currently living in hell or hell on Earth? Very good question. I remember, I know Classic probably heard it from Kevin Gates when he talked about speaking to the celestial court. Like when he actually was deep in his fast, I think he went on like a week, almost like a month-long fast, and like got deep into it, and like he started to actually speak to the council. So I heard multiple people talk about it, but I know a lot of people listen to Kevin Gates interviews, and it was one of the things that stood out to me. But then I also thought Matthew 5:5 is what stood out to me, because I was like, blessed are the meek, for they. Why would we want to inherit earth? Like why is that? Because heaven was supposed to be the gift, right?
Yeah, heaven was supposed to be the gift, but you also explained that the definition of meek in the Bible times was different from what meek is now.
Yeah.
So meek back then was like the opposite of what meek is now, right? So if meek was the opposite of what it is now, and they're saying you'll inherit the earth, then it actually would make sense, because the meek have the earth right now. The meek have ownership of the earth right now, based on what the Bible definition of meek is. Right. So I don't know. I mean, I've heard her the theory that she was talking about in such detail. I've heard it before, but it gives me the same amount of like common sense questions as listening to a traditional religious person talk. Because it's like, where you get all this from? Like, how do you know? How do you know in particular? How do you know, lady? Like, what you talking about? Like, who told you this? Like, how are you verifying it? How you know babies going back and forth? And and then like even the theory of like we were sent here and we were wiped of our memories, and we supposed to like our whole goal is to like complete the mission. It makes me think about like the concept of Alien and Predator. How they send down the predators, and the predators can only come back home after they complete the task of like the hunting or whatever it is with the aliens or whatever on Earth. They got to successfully complete the game or whatever. But it, aside from going off on a tangent about that, but just like it made me think about that. But just like it's like you're sent here from this greater place to complete your rite of passage to come back to the place that you originally from in the first place. It's like, what's the point? It don't make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? So like, and I really believe that all of this stuff's supposed to make sense. Like when I look at nature, it makes sense to me. Nature has never confused me. Ever. I've never looked at something in nature and was like, oh my God, it's so miraculous. I can't even identify or understand it. Like, no, I'll be more confused looking at the world, like the Sears Tower downtown Chicago, like the Willis Tower. That's more confusing to me. Like how niggas figure out how to, you feel me? But when I see like a big tree, that don't confuse me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like it just don't, a lot of what she said is like, I feel you and I've heard it before. I get it. Like I totally, I know people, multiple people who say they've astro projected. I've astro projected to some degree, just not to the degree that other people say they have. You know what I'm saying? Like I understand the spirit realm, like certain things you don't necessarily, you can't really debate. You know what I mean? But other things, it's like when people start getting the detail, like they really know what's going on. It's like, all right, fam, like I'm just taking your personal word for it at this point. Because ain't nothing, you can't prove this to me, what you talking about. Yeah. And I can't find evidence of it nowhere. Like, where do I find evidence of the fact that I'm really from Saturn's belt and all this other, like how do like the Starship Troopers of the spiritual world, they always like baffle me a little bit because they be talking, they like the religious people of the spiritual world, like the ones they be talking about the zodiacs and the, you know, my spirit is really from Orion's belt and all this other shit. It's like, how you know, nigga? Like how you know that? It's like you switch from one belief system to the other. You just found something else to believe in that you can't prove. And we just got to take your word for it. We just gotta hear your testimonies and just believe you. Last night I got up out my body and I went back and met with my dead ancestors from four generations back, and I never met them in real life because they all were gone when I was born, but I saw their faces so clearly. And then I woke up and I called my mom and I told her exactly how all of them look, and she was like, "Oh my God, that is your great grandmama Hattie Mae," and blah blah blah. And like, okay, like at that point, like I feel you. I ain't gonna say you lying. Like I'm not gonna say you lying. But you can't prove it to me. So, like, I hear you. That's dope. That's all I got. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you telling me to subscribe, I'm not going to subscribe based on your testimony. I need my own when it comes to that type of stuff you talking about, oh, we from a different place and you got to get your old memory back and remember what your mission, all that. Each individual will have to experience that for themselves. I can't just take, even if I came to you with the testimony, you would be crazy to just take my word for it. Oh yeah, Classic wouldn't lie. You know what I'm saying? Last night he said he was in Jupiter. Like, what we like? You know what I'm saying? Like,
have you watched that? Have you seen that video that they have of the sun now?
I saw it. I saw it.
Like, it kind of makes sense though. Like when you start to see the things that are actually moving within the sun. Like you can have a lot of like theories about like what's actually going on.
Soul like coming and going. That's what it looked like, coming and going. I mean, it makes sense to me. Like people used to worship the sun, the sun god, right? Like people used to worship. So I mean, that would make sense to me if the sun is like actually God. Like, you know, people like, oh, you can't see God. Like, what if the sun is God the whole time? Like just right there, just right in your face. The truth be right in front of you. I say it every week. Let me go and get it out this week. The truth is right in front of you. Everything you need to know is always right in front of you, man.
But do you think people now, let's say now people being able to see the truth, right? Do you think it's going to put them more in denial?
Yeah, because we're trained to make logic out of our belief systems and disbelieve what we can physically see. We are trained to be faith first and evidence second, third, or fourth. So like literally, like when I talk to people about giants and they never had that conversation, I happen to be there. You know, I get to pop their cherry and tell them about the evidence of the earth, and I get to pulling up pictures of petrified animals and giants and trees and that are now mountains and waterfalls that were once trees. And I start pulling up the actual pictures and showing them these places. And I tell them the actual location. So, you know, if you questioning me, go fly there and see it yourself in person. Go touch it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different when you've been around the world. But like when I get to show people and expose them to this stuff, it baffles me how much they question it. And those same people I can have a conversation with about their faith, and they don't question it at all.
Yeah.
So I'm showing you a physical thing that exists on the planet with coordinates and a location that you can go through and touch, and you telling me, well, I'm not sure that's a giant. And it's you looking at it. And if you want to, you can go touch it. But you're not sure. But then we be like, you know, was Jesus real? And they be like, absolutely. and it's cool. Like maybe, you know what I'm saying? But it's like one thing, there is physical proof.
Yeah.
The other thing is just what you've been told since you was a shorty. And you can't, you know what I'm saying? I think you should be able to believe in both. You should be able to believe. If you can believe in what you can't see, you absolutely should be able to believe in what you can, right? Like if you have the ability to believe in what you can't see, what you can see should be a layup, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? Like they really messed with our brains, bro.
And go back, what word did you use that you said you felt like when you seen the sun? What did you feel like was moving?
Souls.
And what do they call it when the moon blocks the sun?
A solar eclipse. It's always right in front of you, bro. Truth always right in front of you, bro. That's probably God in the flesh, right there. We coming and going right there.
Yeah. And think about it. There's moments where they will allow you to live in darkness for split seconds.
Yeah. Without God.
I don't know. I tell people, hey, look it up for yourself. You know what I mean? Like when I seen that video, I actually seen it yesterday where the sun, I was like, it looked like souls moving around in there.
Yeah.
Like it literally looks like literally like, and I'm like, so is that hell?
I don't believe in hell, bro.
But I'm saying if it was, could the sun be hell?
Or heaven? Because what's in there?
Because like, they say you can't live on the sun. It's too hot. You can't even look directly at it.
Your body. But what about a soul? Because if you look at it, it's this big ball, and you could like when they zoomed into it, it almost looked like hair, but it was kind of like furry.
Yeah.
Like, but you see like this black area where like the stuff is coming and going. It looked like a portal almost. So for the stuff that's entering, when you get inside, what's in there? You see what I'm saying? Like we don't know.
But they tell you that you're gonna suffer. So how do your soul feel?
How do your soul feel?
Like once your soul leaves your body, and let's say hypothetically you go to hell.
Yeah.
They say it's supposed to be torture though. How can your soul feel?
It can't. That's why it don't make sense. I asked that question.
Okay.
It don't make sense. It don't make sense. I asked that question in Bible study. I said, hello. I said, yeah, y'all said that my soul will burn in hell. How's my soul going to feel the sensation of fire without a nervous system? My soul don't have a nervous system, so it can't feel heat or cold or anything for that matter. So how am I going to be in the fiery brimstone? Bible study teachers just was like, pray about it. Yeah, that's what you always say when you ain't got the answer, Sway. You ain't got the answers, man.
I'll tell people, man, this stuff, it'll take you for a loop when you start sitting down and really thinking about it. I was like,
yeah.
And I think they're gonna start showing more because you have people like us who are kind of open and we talk about things. I think now they have to get the information out there to confuse those who don't believe.
Yeah, I mean, is it confusing them or waking them up? I think more people need to be confused so they can find the truth.
Yeah.
It's too many people that think they know what they talking about and don't know nothing at all. They just straight flat out indoctrinated. No disrespect to nobody or whatever, but most of us are indoctrinated. I once upon a time was indoctrinated. I just broke. I just broke it. You know what I'm saying? If you went to public school, you was indoctrinated. If you ever stood for the pledge, you was indoctrinated. If you ever, you know what I mean? Like flat out, they made you learn the Constitution, indoctrination. Like all of this stuff, you know, anything where they told you what to think, how to feel, or how to be, and what to do, and you really just blindly follow for fear of consequence instead of asking questions and pushing back, you were indoctrinated. That's just how it worked. That's how it go. But you know, as grown adults, we responsible for breaking those molds. Like for something that don't make sense, stop trying to make it make sense. You grown now. You are grown now. You know what I'm saying? Straight like that. And I think for a lot of people, like we nipped it in the bud a couple weeks ago. For a lot of folks, like accepting and embracing some of the concepts that we talk about on Sunday service, it makes them feel like they don't believe in God.
Yeah,
and it's just not the case. Like it's not the case. Like you could be not religious at all and be as closely tied to the source as you ever were. You know what I'm saying? Like I think a lot of people who, like I told you at the beginning when we first started this, all the people I know who have really studied and ingratiated themselves in religion are no longer religious.
Yeah.
That's why I just be letting people go through their process. Okay, go ahead, dive all the way into it. Go as far as you can, as a matter of fact. And when you think you've gone far enough, go even further, and you're gonna end up outside. Yeah. You ain't gonna be in there no more.
We're gonna talk about some of that today.
Yeah,
talk about some of that today. The chat going crazy. Hold on.
Yeah. We got
we'll be plus 777. I think we start right here at Tez down. What's good, Tez? Yeah. He said he en route, so I may lose y'all for a bit. Understand traveling, man. What's good, Miles 333? Welcome in. What is that? Passport SCO in the building. 777 333 from SCO as well. Uncle Plug said the Matrix is set up by man. He said the things that have been hidden in plain sight. Ted said I call them space cadets. And then Plug said mine is truly over matter.
You cooking.
I see what you did. Yeah. That went over a bunch of people here, I guarantee you. Miles said, having lived life, hell seems to be mind control device, kind of like a threat. Miles be cooking.
Hell seems to be mind control device, kind of like a threat. Yeah, it absolutely is. It's fear mongering.
Yeah.
Because
it's like you gotta think about some of the things that we all have already went through. You feel like it can get no worse.
True.
Like when you really think about it, like what we have lost, people we have lost, and you're like, okay, it get worse than this.
How?
After I lived my life.
Yeah.
So you're gonna tell me it's gonna get worse after I lived life? Plug said, but it has been created by subhumans. Most of the true people are supposed to understand it so they can stay in the inner spirit.
He said aren't. He's corrected something. Oh, people aren't supposed to understand it. He said true. Most of the true people aren't supposed to understand it, so we can stay in the inner spirit.
Miles said the Devil's Tower has been said to be a tree stump.
I don't believe in the devil.
What do you think it is? Just people making their own choices?
Nah, honestly, I just think it's manipulation. I think that, you know, the primitive belief systems had it right because they were rooted in nature. So I believe if anybody had it right, it was our ancestors from many generations ago, pre-colonization, back when the world was still tribal. Like I believe they had it right. Most parts of the world before colonization happened and belief systems were forced on people. All the way down to burning them at the stake if they were caught worshiping other things. Y'all do y'all research. But you know, before that, a lot of people believed in polytheism across the world. Like most people believed in multiple gods, a committee of gods, if you will. And they even spoke about them and drew of them as if they could see them. And that may be some of these giants or these titans that are consistently spoken about in all types of texts. So, as far as like the devil, I don't think there's a devil. I think that there's gods in the committee that don't get along with each other. And I think the one that's over the manipulation of us, leads us to believe that the other gods or God are the enemies or the ops or the lower frequency. And honestly, I just think they just got their own beef, and we just in the middle of that shit to a degree. It's just like Alien versus Predator. The aliens and the predators be beefing, and the humans just be in the middle. But the humans are also used as what for the aliens? Incubation, right? They plant their. I'm telling you, they be showing us stuff. But I'm sorry if I'm going too deep today. But it's hard to be surface level with what we talking about. But seriously though, I don't believe in like even when I think about like God and Lucifer and stuff, that sound like siblings beefing. That sound like equals beefing. It don't sound like a superior beefing with an inferior. Because if a superior beef with an inferior at that level, the inferior ends up wiped away.
Yeah.
Not sent away, wiped away. So if you didn't like Cain and Abel ended in death, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it wasn't oh, we fought and then parted ways and decided not to fuck with each other no more. Like, no, it wasn't that. You feel me? So yeah, honestly, I think there's a committee of guys. I don't believe in the devil. I believe in disagreement amongst them, and we caught in the middle of it. That's really what I'm. Yeah.
But think about Cain and Abel, man. Even their story like that. You know, the brother killed the other brother because another man did not approve of something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, think about that. Like, this wasn't something that like the other brother did to the other brother. They let a third party step in, give their opinion about what they brought to them, and didn't like the response.
Mm-hmm. Know how it go? Yeah, you don't get to choose the response. We just covered that. Miles, I see what he said. He said the flat top mountain in the desert is called the Devil's Tower. Google it. No. I know what you're talking about. I'm just saying, like, I don't believe in like the devil, but I get what you're saying though. I've been to hell multiple times in the Cayman Islands. There's actually a place called hell in the Cayman Islands. I've been there what 4-5 times. I got my passport stamped. So I've been to hell and back. You know what I'm saying? But like, but I still don't believe in like the devil. You know what I'm saying? I just think I believe in low vibrations, huh?
It was beautiful, wasn't it?
In its own way. It's a natural rock structure. Okay. Where like I forget how they say it formed, but I think it has something to do with volcanic ash or lava. But literally, like it's like a natural rock structure, and everything is like it looked like how Hades look on the Titans, Clash of the Titans. Like everything is like black, like this like gasoline black colored rock, and it's like spiky, and it goes like for a distance, and it's all naturally like created. So you get to walk up to a rail and you just see it. You know what I'm saying? It just like I don't know. It looked hot as hell, and it's always every time I've been, it's always been over 100 degrees. So like it's something to it, maybe. You know what I'm saying? But I don't feel no energy though. Like when I go there, like it don't feel like I've been there at least 5 times, at least, and I don't ever feel like weird when I'm there.
Yeah,
like I don't. Yeah, like my senses ain't up or nothing like that. It just looked like I don't know. But is it beautiful? Like it depends on what you call beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In a natural way. Like,
I can see. Yeah.
But it's not. It's like ugly type shit.
Do you think that's why they nipped Scientology in the bud so soon?
Yeah, I mean, because they were gonna crack the codes.
Yeah. Because they nipped that in the bud. Y'all don't hear them talk about that no more. Yeah. I know it still exists. I'm sure there are little groups out there that still practice it, but like I remember when Tom Cruise and all them really started talking about it, they nipped that in the bud quick.
Yeah.
Like, real quick.
That's crazy. Do you believe in like a devil, or do you believe in just good and evil? Like you believe in a devil, like Lucifer is like the head over the demons and shit?
I don't think so, because I feel like there would be no good person if that was the case.
Okay.
You see what I mean? I don't because it's almost like the story of Job, right? Like at one point it sounded like everybody was doing right. He couldn't find nobody to devour. Like think about that. Like at one point the world was doing what they needed to do and was doing okay. Like if we really take that story for what it was worth, like you had to pick somebody because he didn't know who else to go to. So like, why would somebody want that? Why would we want that to happen to someone? What person would want you to lose your wife, your children, everything you earn on purpose?
I told you I don't like the story of Job, and I never will. I know y'all rock with it. I don't. Because if I was Job, I would have never forgave God.
But I think that's what his three friends were a depiction of, right? I think his three friends were the depiction of those who might have common sense. You see what I mean?
Okay. No. Give me open. Yeah, go ahead. Go down that path for me. No, because I never read it. I never read it like that. Go down that. Go ahead.
Because you got to think about it. Remember when they first came there, they were such in awe. They sat in silence for 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
They sat there in silence for 3 days. And then his friends were all asking him the questions you're saying today. Like, why would you serve a God that does this to you? How can you believe and still have this type of faith in something that just like, were those three friends? Could they have been the three wise men?
See what I'm saying? I never read it like that.
All this stuff could start making different sense depending on how you look at things, right? Like, because a lot of people judge those friends, but those friends were coming to ask very decent questions.
Yeah. Same question I had.
Why? They couldn't understand it. They like, bro, you are so great to him. You are such a humble servant. Why you? Why not us?
Straight like that. It's teaching you
that good is
to rest in the suffering of the believer. Wouldn't that have been a great story to feed to some slaves?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, y'all. I mean, come on, y'all. Listen, I get it. The sleep is good. It's some good ass sleep. I get it. Waking up is better, man. I get it. It's some good sleep. But come on.
Like, I always think about that. Like,
I never messed with the story of Job. Even just from the
God. I like it because of that. I like it because it has so many different twists and turns if you think about it.
But tell me, God, because what is God's official name to Christians? Like, we know to the Islamic, it's Allah, right? Allah, right? We know like the Hebrew Israelites probably going Yah or Jah or something like you. They gonna give you that. What's God's official name to the Christians? You realize they just only refer to Jesus, bro?
Is it Yahshua or Jose?
Christians don't use that, bro. Nah, for real. Let's talk like for real. What is God's name to the Christians?
I think he has many names for those who, because like you got Hosanna, you got Yahshua.
Why? Why? All the Islamic folks call him Allah. All of them. He ain't got no many names. All of them. You know what I'm saying? All the folks, the Hebrew Israelites, they all under the same. They all using the same Jah. They all Yeshua. They all same. Yeah. They all on the same page. Amongst the Christians, what is God? Not Jesus. God, the head of the Trinity. What is his formal name? Because even in church, they don't use Jehovah like that unless you're a Jehovah's Witness. They don't use that like that. They get on that sometimes, but that's not how they come in on the regular. So what? You get what I'm like?
You don't even hear other names of God unless you're listening to like the modern Christian songs. You know what I mean? Because they use it to like use interpretation almost like like worshiping and all that. So you don't really hear it in a day-to-day basis from them. But I always tell people there's no such thing as a Christian though. Because to be Christian, you have to be Christ-like. Nobody has those abilities. Nobody has those characteristics. We might strive to be a Christian, but I don't think Christianity, even the whole thing, I don't think it exists. I think we're all striving to be better human beings, but I would be very shocked to find a Christian.
What does Christ-like mean to you, though? Does that mean, because to Christ-like to one person means aligning yourself with a crystalline energy frequency, like vibrating high. And to another person, Christ-like mean perfect as Jesus. So which Christ-like are you talking about?
I would say perfect like Jesus. Because he was supposed to be what was sent down for us to be like. He was the display for us. None of us can be, you see what I mean? Like that's what He was sent down for us to see.
Yeah.
And they also know that we can't do that.
I never bought it, bro. I never bought it. I think Jesus was just like the rest of us. It's all written right in front of us, bro. I think
You know what? We should break down the book of Job, man. That's what we should do. We should do a series on Sunday service.
Man,
break down the book of Job.
It's torture. All right, we could do it, but I mean, that's like one of my least favorite stories, bro. Because even the way God and the devil, even that's what I'm telling you, they like brothers, bro. They like brothers that don't get along, bro. How you conspiring with your op, and I end up twisted up in the middle of it. My wife gone, my kids gone, my land dead. Come on, folks, what we doing? That's between you and him. I'm gonna give you a new wife. Don't trip, man. I'm tripping. I ain't trying to hear it, bro. And if I'm Job,
whole nother topic. That's a whole nother topic, Classic.
Yeah, bro. You got me twisted up in the middle of this, bro. Ain't got nothing to do with what y'all got going on. Find somebody with whom I made the vow. Who can? You try Job, man. What? How I hit the lottery? No, folk. Hey, but you and him work that out, bro. Y'all need to go ahead and go 12 more rounds. Leave me out of this, bro.
So is marriage meant to be with one person?
Come on, man. No, never. I've been me. What Tez at? Tez, you still here? We've been telling, man. No.
Because they destroyed a union for no reason.
They've been programmed to hate sharing. They've been programmed to hate sharing, but naturally all like the same dude. They got nature working against itself out here. And who suffers? The man. Don't nobody want to talk about it. It's cool. That's a whole different conversation. Let's get to the next.
The Shriners use the book of Job for their that's what they use for their spiritual upbringing to move into the Shriner world. But they use the book of Job from the Quran, not the Holy Bible.
What's the differences?
It's supposed to be some different. I haven't read it fully, but it's supposed to be some differences in the Quran's book of Job than it is in the Holy Bible.
Okay, I have to open my Quran up. I gotta see what the differences is.
Although before we let's see here, he said, "Hold on, who we start?" Oh, so Ted said, "Lucifer name means morning star." Ted said they also call him the son of the morning. Plug said, meaning everything is within. He said, meaning you human. Okay, I got you. Has the power. Okay. Ted said, why would there be a need for the Most High if others didn't exist? The name alone lets you know. Miles says, some believe Satan is the Most High. I suppose it depends on the point of view.
Hey, never mind. I'm gonna look it up. Go ahead.
Plug said, PK, what are there more Islam nation than Christian? It probably is, Plug. I guarantee you. He said the book of the dead mentions 3 kings that the Immaculate Conception, but the baby is that Horus? He said the book the dead mentions 3 kings and the Immaculate Conception, but the baby is Horus.
Horus. Yeah, but the baby is Horus. Yeah. The book of the dead mentions 3 kings and Immaculate Conception, but the baby is Horus.
I think everybody kind of on the same page. Well, the people that we discuss with. So, what you look at?
No, I'm trying to look up when Lucifer start being referred to as Satan.
Oh.
Because people speak about this Satan person is Satan, and then they assume it's Lucifer. I'm trying to figure out when did that yeah, I'm trying to look that up now. Lucifer comes from Isaiah, human king of Babylon, sky, not Satan, not a fallen angel, just poetic trash talk at a king. Let me see. When Hebrew later translates into Latin, Jerome used Latin word Lucifer, meaning light bearer or morning star. Early Christian writings. Several church fathers started to interpret Isaiah 14 symbolically as a story of Satan's pride and fall. Okay. Here we go. Yeah. So
this was man-made. So Satan is man-made then.
Yes. See what I'm saying? We gotta come on here and we gotta get into these conversations so we could crack these codes. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Look how many years both of us been on earth. Neither one of us looked into this. Yeah. When did y'all start? Because people be saying Satan and we automatically program to think Lucifer. I'm like, because everybody keep putting all this dirt on Lucifer, folks. And I'm telling Satan and Lucifer might not even be the same character.
And other angels went with Lucifer.
Come on, man. And is all of them bad? I'm trying to figure this out, bro. How many bodies Lucifer catch in the Bible? Who flooded the earth?
You think there's a book of Lucifer?
I don't know. But I know Satan and Lucifer ain't the same. And they got us twisted. I started to curse, but it's Sunday service. They got us twisted. They're not the same person, bro. I'm cracking this code right now. Chat, talk to me, chat. Did anybody else think about this? When did Lucifer and Satan become synonymous? Because Satan ain't Lucifer's name. It don't say nowhere in the biblical text that Lucifer's name became then Satan. Or that we now refer to Lucifer as Satan. Is there a scripture for that? So am I throwing you off with this one?
No, you're not.
I ain't trying to worship Lucifer and nothing. I'm just saying, like,
It makes sense, but when you read that, when it said that, like, this was something that theologians thought.
Fathers, yeah.
Like, this is not. That means that y'all interpreted that way, and then that everybody ran with that interpretation.
Yes.
So there are some books out though about Lucifer. It says, see, this was called a devil named Lucifer, the origin of Satan, and Satan cast out. I'm gonna have to download one of these audibles and see what it's talking about.
The first time Lucifer gets blended with Satan. So it says they connected Isaiah 14 plus Ezekiel 28 plus Jesus saying, I saw Satan fall like lightning. Luke 10:18. This is the first time Lucifer gets blended with Satan, but it's still not universal. See, so if Jesus says, I saw Satan fall like lightning.
You see that? Hey, we just sit here talking.
Bro. Come on. Let's go.
Hey, blood, that's what happened. Hey, this is what happened, dog. When you just start sitting, we might not even get to the other ones today. We might got it. Like, this is serious. Like, because it's almost like how much control will we allow man to have? I always said that. I always tell people, like, how do you know you driving north? Who told you what was north? Who told you what was east? Like, these are all things created by man.
Yeah.
What made the measurements for gallons and ounces and milk? Like, that's all man-made.
Yep.
You see what I mean? Like, when you really sit back and think about the world, everything is man-made.
Yes. Yes.
So if you can't think for yourself, you will always be a follower.
Sheep. You will be herded, told which way to go, and flow with the flock. Yeah, I'm telling you, because look, even when it say in the word, Jesus saying, I saw Satan fall like lightning, Luke 10:18. If you saw Satan fall, then you saw Satan fall. Who says Satan is Lucifer? You said multiple angels fell, right? When did somebody put them together for me? Somebody find something where they was like, yeah, Lucifer now has been known, like, since this date, since the fall, since this whatever, we start calling them this. Until then, that's a different person, bro.
Because it's just like everybody else, right? We know when changed his name from Abram to Abraham. Like, they always tell you when other people's names changed in the Bible.
Come on.
But they never told you about.
All we know,
they didn't want to acknowledge what would be considered the bad, because the bad might not truly be bad.
Come on, it's all making sense to me, bro. And they say Lucifer was the light bearer. Lucifer was the morning star. Lucifer was an immaculate musician. Lucifer was beautiful. Lucifer was all these things. The God that remained in heaven after Lucifer's fall referred to as what? A what God? Jealous. Oh my God. Was them brothers up in there fighting like Cain and Abel because it come on, man. I know I ain't tweaking in here, man.
And you think about this. So think about what you said. And all those names that you give, right, have now been given to other organizations that now we say are like satanic things.
Yep.
Because you gotta think about it. Some of your greatest people are in fraternities. And people say fraternities are satanic. But do you think some of those great people went to hell?
What up, yeah. Do I think some of those? I don't believe in hell.
That's what I'm saying, though. Like when you start sitting here thinking about it, it's almost like for you to believe some of the stuff, you have to feel that you'll never see the people that you say you love. Some of them you'll never see again.
Man, look, look, man, look, I feel like I got some reading to do, man, because I done just asked. Look, plug. What? Come on, man.
Oh, y'all boys are locking some stuff, man. I just couldn't sit. I couldn't sit there. I just be having my 2 cents to put in, but I ain't want to interrupt. Y'all just continue. Just here. I fill in when I can fill in out. But y'all boys are locking some stuff. But I'm over here just like, ooh.
Yeah.
We got to get your pops, man. We got to get your pops' opinion, man.
You know, I truly want to get him up here, and he will definitely use the scripture.
Yeah.
To try, well, not would say to try, but will make his attempt to. No, because I'm saying like,
I know what you mean.
Yeah, I don't know if both of y'all can identify me. Whenever I ask him a question and he attacks it biblically, I'm not here to debunk the word. You know what I mean? And especially from his POV. From his POV, I'm sitting back and I'm taking it the way he's giving it to me, because this is his interpretation to his son, from father to son. So I'm not trying to say, no, I ain't trying to combat him. But if there's something that ain't settling right with me, because he's using the word, ain't like he's coming from personal opinion. My personal opinion is such and such and such and such. No, he's going, this is what the word says. Now, do I think the scriptures are written by man? Most definitely. Is the New Testament, I feel in my spirit, was sent to enslave the people? Most definitely. But I feel as if I think everything's backwards. I think whatever Christianity debunks, I think it's the other way around. That's just my personal opinion. Like when y'all were just talking about Lucifer, and Ted said he's the son of the morning, the star, and this, that, and the third. There has to be some rebellion within that story. So for there to be a consequence for your actions, there has to be some sort of rebellion. But how would anyone being of that much knowledge still try? Your smartest child know, the other ones might not know. Your smartest child know not to try you, not to cross you. They'd have been down that road before. So it's a great story ever written.
Or could God and Lucifer be the same person?
They're definitely.
Telling you, man. I told y'all when I be reading that word.
Do we give people a name off of what they do? You see what I mean? When you receive your blessings, he's God. When you go through your hardships, he's Satan.
This giving me chill bumps, because man, I'm telling y'all, when I be reading that word and I read it with that good objectivity, I'm like, listen, which one of y'all the bad guy?
When God in the Bible, Lucifer caught, I was like,
man, Lucifer ain't caught no bodies in there.
He tested and tempted, but he ain't touched nobody.
Man, he ain't got no bodies in there, bro. None. I'm like, God, man, listen, by the time I'm looking for Lucifer head count in the word, and I'm just seeing God just run through shit. Flood, Sodom and Gomorrah, the Red Sea. Like, I'm just looking at, you feel me? And yeah, we supposed to justify it because allegedly he wiping away the wickedness from the land, but extermination is extermination, is it not? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, you know, surely if you created the people, you could lead the people to righteousness. You know what I'm saying? You could lead them up out of, you know, whatever they got. I don't know, man. Listen, it ain't on me to question why God was wiping folks out in groves. You know what I'm saying? But I just know, like, they told us, I'm just going off what they taught us. They taught us that the devil was here to steal, kill, destroy.
Yeah.
But then when I read the word, all the destroying was done. Never mind. That's cool, man. Because I don't want to offend.
No,
nothing.
like when you do have a thought like that, and I stop myself too. Let it run. Like, let it run, because I'm telling you, man, whatever's behind that thought and that question, that's gonna lead somewhere. Because that's what y'all was doing before I came up. That's why I ain't want to.
Who did all the destroying, bro? Who did all the killing and all the destroying?
And not all those people were meant to be destroyed. You got to think about it. Back in those days, some people had to serve, right? Just like me and Plug, right? We serve, right? If our mission took us overseas and you had to take somebody's life, that doesn't make me a bad person. I had to serve. So you think about that. You think about even the people who were in these armies, right, that were destroyed when they were moving through. Not all of them were bad people. Some of them just had to do it. They had to take care of their families. They had to raise their children. It was the way they raised their kids. It's just like a cop today, right? There's a cop out there who took some lives, but it was in the line of duty.
We've been bamboozled, man. We've been bamboozled. And then, like, they got us fantasizing. They got us fantasizing on an afterlife destination. So you got all the folks that's believers living their whole life thinking about death subconsciously. Their whole life they think about their death subconsciously. 24/7. Go ahead. All right.
Let's just say, because as of late, it's been a lot more of it going on, especially ones they've been talking about in the industry, you know, due to the Diddy documentary that went on. And not to discredit any of the positivity that people do, putting in the light of when they do something negative, we just demonize them. You know what I mean? Now, to be honest, I'm just letting everybody know, so the audience know, I haven't liked Diddy since 1996. Because I knew what allegedly what he was behind. You know what happened in September of 96. So what I'm saying is, like, whatever they're tapping into has a lot to do with the powers that be that ultimately get their, I would say, instructions from that Vatican, which is the Vatican where they hold a lot of the information. And just the way that they move and the way they demonize it. And we go back to, how can you asked the same question, how can my spirit feel something physical?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you had to send Jesus down here to understand what the human experience is. So why would you put something physical? My spirit can't feel none of that. It's something to what we say. It's something to what those books or those scribes that they have over there in the Vatican. Because whenever they do what they do and they have the hand gestures and this and that, they're keeping us, even the greatest of us are still the greatest of the manipulated.
Yeah.
The greatest of the manipulated. They just like your boy Jason Wilson. That's the name, Jason Wilson, who was on there with Cam, and he's talking about the hand gesture, this, that, and the third. I have to honestly believe, you know what I mean, that Cam intentions was not that.
Yeah.
His intentions wasn't that. Just like when somebody say, "Oh, I don't celebrate Thanksgiving, bro. I already know what it's behind." It doesn't matter what it's behind. It doesn't matter what Thanksgiving represents. It doesn't matter what Christmas represents. What does it mean to you? It's your interpretation. Yeah. So they just keep throwing, even the woke, they just throwing more jabs at the woke without really truly tapping in. Y'all was going somewhere. Like, the hell with these comments. Just turn the comments off. Where y'all was going, y'all was going somewhere. Even when y'all left at the sun, you saw the souls move around in the sun. Y'all was going somewhere.
Yeah,
I was like, we're gonna break, because it's all in us. Everything, we're in tune with everything. Everything that's on earth is in us. What's the truth? There's some truth in there. So whatever you tapping into, man, tap out. You know what I'm saying? Y'all right. Y'all right, man. Y'all are right. Inside that spirit that's dwelt to it is a higher source. There is a higher source. We can't put our finger on it because we gotta unthink what we've been taught. We gotta unthink it. Gotta go the other way. Y'all got it. Just I'm just running. This is what I was doing when I was off camera. I was like, y'all boys got it, man. Tap in, y'all got it, Go. That defiant spirit that's in the both of y'all. Because that's the unthinking of everything we've been taught. That truly a defiant spirit that people are scared to tap into, y'all truly have it. Tap in. And it's not defined. That's just the word that I'm using. So
you got to think about it this way too, Plug. Let's say if things that we believe aren't true, right? We are the people he's going to give the answers to. He only gives answers to the ones who are curious. Like, you got to think about that. Like, you only get what you're trying to receive. If you don't think outside the box, you'll never receive anything outside the box. You'll never hear anything. You'll never learn about anything. If you only believe in what you believe in, you only can get what you believe in. Like, that's why, like, a lot of people, like, that's why I always talk about Habakkuk chapter 2. I think it kills everybody's theory. Manifestation exists. It's in the word. If you want to use the word, I can find you examples of everything that the human says they did to receive something is in the word. It just doesn't use the vernacular that we use today. Like everything. Like, think about it. Why is grounding so powerful? Why, when you take your shoes and socks off and you go stand in the ground, you can see the temperature change. Put a thermometer in your hand. You can see your body, your internal body temperature changes from the moment you are grounded to the moment you get off the ground. It's all there, man. It's all there. It just looks crazy, right? It just looks crazy to people. It'll look crazy to everybody.
It's not crazy, bro.
It looks crazy to other people.
Yeah, like when
walk around here barefoot.
The demonic, when they see that, when you see the Pope and they be trying to say they reptile people and this, that, and the third. Yeah. Like, there was a young man I was in the military with. And Buddy just had these eyes, bro. I swear to God, bro, he had these eyes. Like, it was about 5 or 6 of us. And we used to always say, man, what's up with Buddy eyes? You see Buddy eyes? Like, man, his eyes, I've never seen eyes like this before. I just wish I was still in contact with the dudes I went to basic with, which I'm not. This guy just had some eyes. So we sat down one day. We sitting on the bleachers. We just chilling. And we asked him, man, where you from? He said, oh, I'm from Brazil. He said, like, my people are, like people of the rainforest. I said, okay. I was like, that's crazy. I ain't never met nobody from there before. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Florida. Everybody introducing themselves, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, yeah. He said, now, I'm telling you, I've never seen it before. But my grandparents and my great-grandparents have seen it before. There's a part of the Amazon rainforest in which they don't go into. But if you go into the rainforest, you can see the eyes illuminating in the dark. There's people who are shapeshifters. I heard this back in 1998. Like, this is before internet age, bro. This is before YouTube and all that BS, before the internet was the information superhighway that it is today. The man said that you could be talking to them in human form, turn, and they would be a lion or a tiger. They would turn and shapeshift. So I heard about shapeshifting at 18 years old. I'm 45. You know what I mean? And this ain't just he couldn't have got it off the internet, because the internet wasn't that prominent back then. It wasn't that so accessible back then. You know what I mean? And I'm like, this is crazy. But he had these eyes, bro. Like, I just asked him, I said, dog, you think he You think he might be one of them? It's like, man, you tripping, dog. You know, no, I'm asking like, bro, I'm being serious. I just always say, dog, with all seriousness. Whenever I say with all seriousness, do you think he's one of them? Like, is it possible that he's one of them?
If you have to ask. If you have to ask. I see them all the time. They everywhere. Because you could even in his human form, he probably looked like an animal a little bit.
He was.
Yeah.
He. You know when you see an exotic person.
Yeah.
And he looked exotic. You know what I'm saying? Like he looked exotic. To tell you the truth, after that conversation, I don't really remember any other interactions or even seeing him.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't even recall even missing him. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't recall. I recall this story several years later, but in the moment, I don't remember graduating with him. I know this. I know my sister probably has a picture of my graduating class from basic training.
Yeah.
I might have her send it to me, blow it up, and see if he's there.
He won't be in there.
I don't know, man. Everything in my life that has transpired seems scripted. Everything seems scripted, and then just like I told you, this is the first time I've been a part of someone's ESP moment. Like I've always had my own, but I have not been a part of someone else's.
Yeah. And then when you look at the word Satan in the Hebrew language, in the concordance and everything, it actually meant accuser, opponent, or adversary. It was not a name.
Satan is what they call him in the Quran.
So that's why when you can literally say we're living in hell on earth, because we all have adversaries, we all have accusers, we all have opponents. And then also looking deeper into it, that Isaiah 14 and 12, they weren't even talking about Lucifer. It was actually a prophecy about the king of Babylon. And then they said the Hebrew language for that was Hel bin Shashra or Shashor, meaning morning star, what Tez was talking about, or shining one. So like, even when you see the words and the meanings, everything results into what we have on earth today. So technically, God, if he wanted to, he was literally saying he had one of the other angels was an adversary.
I'm tired of being right, bro. I'm tired of being right. I want everybody else to be right. You know what I'm saying? I want to go back to fa la 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 la, Thanksgiving and Christmas with y'all. You know what I'm saying? New Year's and all that. I'm tired of being right, bro. It hurt too bad being right. It's nerve-wracking, bro. Like, you can't even have it. What percentage of people that you run across that you can even have this conversation with? It's frustrating how many people are literally turned off to enlightenment. Look at how we just sat here, just in, bro. What I said at the beginning of this, she's like, man, classic. Well, I said, man, we're gonna have to let this one unfold. You know?
Yeah.
And then look where we ended up. Look where we ended up, dog. Like I'll be right, bro. I'm like, why they? Because you can't. I keep saying it, but it's true. They give us this word and they tell us how to feel before we even indulge in it. And a lot of us get told how to feel more than we indulge in it. Most people's greatest dose of religion is on Sunday when they was going to church in life.
But religion is the only way to make slavery look equal.
And that's what I'm saying.
Because just as many black people who believe in the Bible, white people believe in the Bible. Yeah. So they had to create some form of slavery that looked equal. Because when we think about slavery, we go back to being slaves and whipped and people being hung. So they had to shift that negative thought process, or that satanic thought process. Your adversary was the white man. We had to then shift that to say, no, you all equal now. You're free. You're no longer slaves, but you are truly slaves.
Bro, they got us so mentally contorted that, and I put it on my story today too, on my Instagram story, but they got us so mentally twisted, like we wear crosses like that ain't how that was execution back then. They didn't just string people up on crosses, they burned people on crosses. You know what I'm saying? They would put you on the cross and whip you to death, stone you to death. Like the cross was an execution chair. You know what I'm saying? We wear them joints like we honoring something.
We fine with it.
Yeah, because
that's how you know, bro. Like
the
if
word
you
told you to be fine with it. The word tells you to carry your cross.
come on, man. So at these big ages of adulthood, we can't look at this stuff now with our level of intellect and say, wow, the design of this, like Plug said in plain English, this New Testament was made to keep you a happy slave or a complacent slave. I drive past on my way to my house. I drive past this hospital, and it's supposed to be like a Catholic or like a Christian hospital or whatever. And they got a big old, like it's like a stone piece, and it's the cross, and they got who's supposed to be Jesus on that joint. I'm talking about it's carved out with great detail. I'm talking about all jacked up on that joint with the thorns on his head, the whole them. I mean, it's so detailed and it's big. It's big. And I'm like, if I was him, I wouldn't want this. I wouldn't want this if I was him. What is this?
Why you want to glorify that?
Bruh, why y'all don't got him? Why y'all don't got him doing his sacred hand symbol? Why y'all don't got him standing up, just standing up right in a robe? You know what I'm saying? With the sacred hands, you feel me? Why y'all don't and then just put some little gashes in the hands or something to symbolize that, you know what I'm saying, they got nailed on. Like make him, you know what I'm saying? That's like you go on open casket with one of your relatives and you know what I'm saying, you don't line their hair up, you don't put no outfit on them. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are we gonna remember you? Like, you know what I'm saying? And we getting it tattooed, we wearing it on our necks. That's what lets you know they can program us to do anything. If I got a homie that died by gunfire, I'm not gonna wear a chain with a bullet pendant on it. Yeah, this bullet right here for my homie. He took one to the head. What are we doing, yo? Like they got us programmed to go, like they really got us out here, like you said, operating backwards for real. And then the stuff they tell us is bad is really rooted in our spirituality. They don't want you to indulge in no magic, sorcery, or witchcraft, but that's what they use. That's what they use to manipulate all of us. How you think they herding billions? You know how powerful you got to be to herd billions? It's more than just being a master manipulator or a social engineer. It's spiritual as well. That's why it's called spelling. That's why them boys is up in the Vatican. That's why when y'all go to y'all Masonic rituals and all that, everybody got to put these robes on and everything is ritualistic and you got to stand in certain spots and everything and points got to be covered. And all of that stuff is sorcery, fam. But there's dark magic and then there's light magic. So just like you could use the witchcraft for good, you could use it for evil. You know what I'm saying? Or manipulation or sort. So all of this stuff, but they'll tell you don't indulge in it at all. It's demonic. We gonna use it to rule the world, allegedly, all for content creation purposes, entertainment. You see what I'm saying? They'll tell you stay away from it.
I keep telling everybody, it's in the Behold the Pale Horse book I showed y'all a month or so ago.
Come on, man.
Talked about those societies, man. Them secret societies are very powerful.
I don't want y'all to go to these mega churches where, where these are elite people. These are exceptional people. You know what I mean? Already living life. They basically going to church just to keep what's going. That's the only reason. The only reason that people change things in their lives so it could start to move forward. All of it's monetary, so they could be in a better position to better serve, their families or whatever the case may be. Let's go to these really pool butt churches. I'm talking about these churches where the pastor won't even, these prominent pastors, that might be a sister church and they still they don't even care about that church because that church doesn't generate anything. let's go to that church and say, and let's, what has it done for you? How strong is your way? If you really, are you really truly getting better? Is everything truly improving, or is everything crumbling around you because you haven't changed your mind yet? It's okay to be here in fellowship, but where's your mind really aligned? Because if you're just here to listen and hope for the best, you could do that in your own bed. You didn't have to come in. You have to put that 20 that's gonna really hurt you in that collection plate. You have to put that 10 and that 5 that's gonna really bust your pocket up to do this. See, that's, you know, like, to bring Pop up here, these questions are truly, like, I'm not gonna say it's gonna offend him. He's gonna be ready for all the smoke. But that way of life that he's living, I would prefer him to stay in that bliss.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna make it. It's gonna make sense.
Your pops is just a good person, and that's what a lot of good pastors forget, that you really are just a good person that really believe in the word that you're passing on. That's why you don't have a mega church. Those mega churches aren't, those pastors in mega churches aren't good people.
Like, he really ain't got no skeleton.
Yeah, he just,
you know what I'm saying? Like, he really a good dude. Like, he really don't allow them people to pay him. He really don't. He really, what comes in goes into the church, goes out to the community. Like, he really doing that.
Yeah.
I told him, I said, Pop, you different. He's you different, bro. Like,
servant. He's a servant.
Yeah, my grandfather was the same way.
Like,
real fast though, because I don't have too much time. But I was gonna I think I lost it for a second. No, I was gonna say in regards to, I remember. You know what, when I first became, like, when I first got my glasses, like, when I feel like I always was OD curious, but when I finally started getting information to go with my curiosity and I became conscious, it broke my heart, because I thought about how many really, really good people, pure-hearted, good, genuine people are passing on indoctrination, thinking they doing what's best. My grandfather, good man. He was the pastor I grew up on, the first pastor I ever known. You know what I'm saying? Great human being. But when I learned what I know now, I was like, damn, like, as amazing as he was, he didn't know he was doing me a disservice.
But you know what? That disservice with the wrong person is probably the best they're ever going to be.
And that's crazy too. That's that's tragic too. That's heartbreaking too.
Yeah, but you think about if you can take somebody who once was a murderer and they can just get a little piece of the word and stop doing what they were doing, that's a good change off for that person. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's a
can't that same person learn meditation, learn yoga, learn spirituality?
That's your seed. That was your seed, bro. That was your seed. But even you knowing the truth doesn't make you a bad person.
Yeah.
Even though you got your glasses on, don't make you a bad person.
No, for sure. I'm saying there's a lot of good people that are doing harm, thinking they doing good. It's just like our parents. It's just like our parents using "I told you so." It's not helpful. You think you're doing what's best for your child. Sure, that's what you feel. Your heart is in the right place. It's the wrong method. Your child deserves an explanation. You know why? Because they're growing and they learning, they developing. So don't just tell them, no, you can't have no candy at the store. That's an opportunity to let them know about what a budget is. That's an opportunity to teach them about finance, compound interest, savings. It's an opportunity. You're not answering to your child by answering their questions. You're developing them. You're stimulating them. You see what I'm saying? Like, I can't remember how many times I got told because I said so. I need an answer. I'm trying to understand. Like, you already told me no, that's fine. I'm trying to get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't answer to my child. I'm your parent. Okay.
What you're saying, Classic, goes back to the word again, right? Because people say they're raising their children. The word said teach up your children.
Right.
It doesn't say raise them, it says teach them up. So like that's what an opportunity is, teaching your child, not raising.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody can raise anything. We can raise a plant. As long as it get water, sit in the sun, it'll raise itself. And that's what a lot of these kids are doing today. They're raising themselves. They're not being taught up. They're not being taught. So we're going to continue this conversation, man. We're going to part 2 of this conversation next Sunday, man.
Yeah, we got to. Yeah, you want to catch up on the chat? Then I got a hard out, y'all. I got to split.
You know what? Really, I kind of agree with Unplug, man. Chat, we love y'all today. We love y'all. We see you. We appreciate your contribution to the chat today. But no, like the conversation was good. We appreciate y'all, man. Let me see anything that's like just.
We had a couple.
Refer from here on out, chat. When we on Sunday service and them boys cooking, you know, if you got questions, you know, say even your statements, put them in there. But don't feel no way if they don't read them. You know what I'm saying? Because that thought is just like an interruption. You know what I'm saying? That question is just like an interruption. Because when they hit the chat, they like kind of lost that train, or not really train of thought, but just really that direction in which they were going.
Yeah.
That is true.
So
he said he know what it is. You know what it is, Ted?
I'm gonna read through a couple of the short ones real quick. I got y'all. Let me see. I
got
it's a habit. Miles said
habits. We just talked about.
Miles said you can't have right without left. Passport Scope said to Satan, the great adversary as described in the New Testament, tears down. He got Job's family, but only after permission / turned a blind eye. And then Miles said God shook the Etch-a-Sketch. Conversation with Soft Rain. We also question why God never given a solid answer. Passport Scope said that's why it's important to ground yourself. Conversation with Soft Rain said I agree. He said I walk around barefoot all the time. Ted said La Chupacabra. It's no secret. Miles Bastard said maybe he was placed in your path. He talking about I think he posted that when you were talking about the dude in the military with the eyes. Tears down. Y'all would do this while I'm in the airport and can't speak freely. Miles Bastard said this might be a serious discussion. Yeah. Tears down said I answered what Plug was saying about the thing in Brazil. I know what it is. Yeah. I mean, they showed it to you on Black Panther with the second one with the water people. They showed you a lot of it. Tears down. Yes, I do. Yeah. But it'd be shapeshifters all over the place. That's normal. Y'all probably see them on the daily. Honestly, like them super ugly people. Them ain't humans. I'm just letting you know. I ain't even trying to be funny either. Dead serious. Like when somebody be looking like a moose in the face, that's probably, you know.
I know you laughing so, but I felt the same way. I'll be wanting to ask some questions like, man, hey, listen, how far you date back?
Yeah.
But I can't do that because
they believe in what is it, a cherubim? They have see, that's what I'm saying. People don't think that way because they don't even believe what they're reading. You see what I mean? You have to believe what you're reading to notice it. You know, we have people who look like their hands look like hubs. They don't get the whole hand. They don't get all their fingers. We got people like that. You got stuff just like they like people with more than 2 eyes. Stuff all that's why. And if you notice, a lot of them be in those countries, right? India and all they be all over the world. Like that girl. I don't know if y'all remember that girl that had like the 6 legs and they had to like she went through all them surgery. Like everything exists that's in there. But people aren't willing to accept it. So that's why I said heaven is on earth. Everything we see is on earth. We live in hell and heaven right now on earth. It's here. Like we're living it. There's no way Noah's Ark was able to reproduce all this.
Hey man, we're gonna leave that right there. We're gonna leave that right there. All right, y'all. Look, next Sunday, be right back. Part 2. Hey, appreciate y'all, fellas. Stick to the codes. Yes, Lord.
I need thee. Oh, I need thee. Every
I hope Brother Souls and Deacon Classic provided something today to make you hit the like button, leave a comment, or subscribe. We will be back next Sunday for Sunday service.
Oh, bless